Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Bergmar. We are back here with another Guns Up video. This might be one of the last ones though, because if you check the title of the video, the game is shutting down soon. And before I talk about this, I just want to plow through a quick 5 crate. They brought back the Juggernaut. Service is going down. They're bringing everything back. They're gonna make everything crazy. Heavy tank metal, but yeah, let's unpack because it's a lot. Alright, so guys, this is the Discord announcement that player brought in. So we're gonna quickly read it. We're gonna go through it. So, dear commanders, thank you for continued support and passion. It's launched in 2022. It's been almost 6 years. It's gonna shut down just after 6 years. I don't really know why though. Like they said, despite our efforts to improve the game, we faced ongoing business performance challenges, aka we're not making enough money. And it's crazy because the ads, you would think that they're making a bunch off ads, but I guess not enough people are watching the ads still. I'm not sure. So rather than reducing support, they're just gonna cut it off all at once. Said here's the schedule. So at the end of February 2026, that is the final update. So multiple battle passes, base layouts, unit masteries, everything's coming out. The end of April, in-app purchases are gone, and then at the end of May, servers are getting shut down, and you will not be able to play the game anymore. So the plan, I mean, if you even can call it a plan, they're gonna just try and expand access to limited content. So this is probably gonna come down to like base themes, different environments, different units as well. Like they'll probably be giving out legendaries left and right for people that could not try them before, including maybe heavy tank at command center too. Who knows? Stuff like that might be fun to play around with before everything goes down. And also the timers, that'll be great as well. Hopefully just quick upgrades, that would be great. But yeah, yada yada yada, whatever. Thank you for playing. Bye bye. And as you can see, people are we're not too happy. This guy's mad. Yeah, that's kind of the rundown here. So as some of you guys may know, I'm a moderator in the server, so I was asking for that insider info. What's actually going on here? And the admins, they don't even know. The dev team kind of just hit them with we're shutting the game down. Basically all the information that player put in the Discord message announcement is all the info that they know. However, as someone who has a degree in video game development, I kind of have an idea of what's going wrong here. So we're gonna break things down here. Okay guys, since I hate video editing, I just put them down on a notepad, so we're gonna go through them. So the first theory that I have is there's a lack of monetization incentives here. Like I mentioned in the announcement, like they're just not making enough money. They're making so little money that they have to just completely nuke the servers. Like they're not even doing let-offs. Like you would think that if the game was gonna die, they would keep the servers up, because surely that's not that expensive. Like you lay off the team and you just let the game kind of go downhill, and you leave the game up. Like people still watch ads, people will still buy the occasional battle pass. If you program a cycle that repeats battle passes over a schedule, whatever, like January is going to be Riot, February is going to be whatever, that type of thing, you would think, but no. So there's not any monetization incentives in terms of like, do players actually want to buy gems? Who actually bought gems with their own money? Maybe like 1% of the player base, because no one cares about it. There's nothing to buy. And that even comes down to the battle passes. When the battle passes first came out, they were dropping environments, they were dropping new exclusive units in the battle passes. This was a reason for players to invest money. I bought battle passes, other people bought battle passes. It was great. You were actually getting value, and then they took those out of the battle pass, and no one wants it now. But anyways, There's a lack of content updates. If you want to look at Clash of Clans, for example, they have a similar size team. They have a lot more artists though. Like they have a larger team for that, but that they can afford it because they're always pushing out new updates. They're pushing out like a new command center town hall like every year and a half, or like every year or something like that. Like there's always, they have quarterly updates. They have like Q1 is an update, Q2 is an update, Q3 is they have 4 updates a year, and one of those is major. Always, like this game has not received any major updates since Command Center. Like there was Command Center 10, and then they did a major update to Command Center 14, but then there was nothing. Like you would get the occasional new scenery. Like there was not that much stuff going on there, and then that obviously leads to a lower player level. And that obviously leads to a lower player count. The player count drops because there's not enough content. There's no reason to keep players from coming back to the game. So problem number 3, the developer team, they're too big. There's too many people, and it kind of ties into 4 here. The programming team is incompetent. There have been bugs that have been prevalent since the start of the game. Like for example, if you hit the mute button, if you mute the audio, mute the sounds, mute everything, the UI buttons still make noise, and it makes no sense. Like there will still be sounds. It's super tiny things that's not even that hard to fix. Theoretically, it's not that hard to fix. But the main issue is that these guys programmed the game at the very start. Like they set themselves up for failure. If you're a programmer, you want to organize your code. You want to organize everything. Everything needs to be structured. Like you need a good format, good structure, good everything. And you have to make it really easy to edit this code. If you need to make balance changes, or if you need to swap something up, like it's crazy. It's insane to me how there are so many issues that you theoretically, a good programmer would just be able to like go to this block of code and edit it without breaking the rest of the project. However, obviously whenever they try to do that, something else breaks. So that's a big issue. And the last main reason is that there's no more hype behind the game. This game had a lot of hype on the PlayStation Store when it first came out, and the hype died. It came back. Like you can check. I'm going to show you guys something. Okay, so guys, I was going to show you the charts of the Guns Up game on Steam to show you the active player count. However, I couldn't find it because the game is not there anymore. However, I'm going to use this as an example to escape the backgrounds. Whenever there was an update, like the game would have some hype, they would update it a bit, and then the player count goes up, and then it dies down. But then they make a new update, and there's hype again, and then over time the player count goes down. New update, and then the player count goes down. Ooh. And then if you look at it now, like for example, like 2026 or whatever, like they had a major update, and then the player count goes sky high again, and then it goes down, whatever. And then you're gonna update it again, and then it goes up. But they don't do this for Guns Up, bro. Like they just don't do it. So there's like a lack of hype. There's like, when it first came out, it's like whoa, lots of players, and then boom. Like if you look at the community challenge, for example, like I'm 3,000th. So if you look at the percentages, and let's do some math here. If I'm 3,100th, you want 60% of this. So if you just do some basic math, you're reaching around like 5,000 players currently, 5,200 in the community challenge, which isn't that bad. However, it's probably more though. It's probably closer to like 7,000, 8,000 by the end of the tournament. And this is people that actually do the community challenge. I know some people just don't even care. So let's say you have around 10,000 people that log in weekly. That's pretty good stats. Those are pretty good. So you can assume around like 1,500 a day on average. So you have 1,500 people that open your game to play it. That's good for maybe a team of like 8 to 10 people. 8 to 10 developers because out of those 150 people or 1,500 people, maybe around like 10 of them are gonna buy something, and the other people are just gonna watch ads, whatever. I don't even know. What I do know is that we're just gonna blow some keys on this juggernaut. Great. Yeah, guys, I mean, I have videos of this game that I just did not get to edit yet. I'm not even sure if I'll even bother with it. Maybe if like maybe we'll release the guns up files and release like, because I had like different bases. Like my current base, for example, is like top 500 in the world. So like I was thinking of showing that, for example, or whatever. Am I top 500 or top 600 now? I haven't put in work. I peaked around top 400 though there, but yeah, that's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's like you would think that a game of this stature would not go down that easily, but you know, it is what it is. There's poor financial decisions that were made, apparently. That's the main issue. Their accounting team, if they even have one, they're not doing the best of jobs over there. But yeah, I mean, hey, you guys, if you guys spend money on this game, bro, I'm sorry, bro. I spend money too. It is what it is. It sucks. We will get the guaranteed crate though, the guaranteed legendary if it is a juggernaut. It is not even a juggernaut. I did it and I got a riot and now I got a bombardier. And I don't even think this will max him. No, it's not. It'll get close, but it will not max. You know, I'm gonna run an alliance battle just for the memes. But yeah, guys, I'm not too sure what else to say. I just wanted to make the announcement. You know, get a video out there on YouTube. That, like, it's crazy because if you can't tell, I'm in a new area. I got a new house. Not a new house. I got my own room, I guess. I got a job now. I got graduated. I got all this stuff going. And the plan was kind of like, okay, once I get more settled, then I'll hop back on YouTube, I'll hop back on Guns Up, because I still like this game, to be fair. It is a fun game. Yeah, you know, I guess we'll have to find a new game to play. If we could drop some suggestions in the comments below. Maybe we'll play that Guns Up spin-off game, the vertical one. That's like Balloon Super Monkey 2, but the Guns Up version. Yeah, everyone, thanks for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You already know what it is. And I will catch you in a later video.